Around 2000 BCE, Indo-European migrants arrived in mainland Greece. These migrants were early Greek speakers. They gradually integrated with the existing population. This integration laid the foundation for Mycenaean culture. Mycenaean culture emerged as a result of this cultural blending. Between 1750 to 1600 BCE, Mycenae began its ascent to power. Powerful chieftains emerged in regions like Mycenae. These chieftains accumulated wealth through resource control. Trade also played a crucial role in the accumulation of wealth. Grave Circle A in Mycenae is an archaeological site containing shaft graves. Shaft graves are deep burial pits used to enter the dead. These graves were filled with valuable artifacts, indicating the wealth of the deceased. The artifacts suggest a warrior aristocracy dominated Mycenaean society. Status and military strength were highly valued within this elite class. The grave goods reflect the importance of warfare and social hierarchy in Mycenaean culture. Grave goods provide insights into Mycenaean society's wealth and cultural influences. Gold death masks signify the elite status and resources within Mycenaean civilization. Cups and jewelry reflect the artistic skills and material affluence of the Mycenaean people. Bronze weaponry indicates a developed military technology and societal structure. The presence of Minoan influence suggests cultural exchange and trade connections. Established trade networks facilitated the acquisition of valuable materials and artistic styles. Around 1450 BCE, the Minoan civilization on Crete experienced a collapse. One potential cause was the volcanic eruption of Thera. Another contributing factor may have been the influence of the Mycenaean civilization. The collapse resulted in a power vacuum in the Aegean Sea region. Mycenaean Greece was characterized by a collection of independent kingdoms. Each kingdom was structured around a fortified palace complex. These palace complexes served as the political and economic centers of their respective kingdoms. Notable examples of these Mycenaean centers include Mycenae itself. Other significant Mycenaean centers were Tiryns and Pylos. Mycenae was the most powerful kingdom in its era. It held dominion over the Argolid plain. The kingdom's location was of strategic importance. Mycenae's architecture reflected its power and strategic advantages. Architectural visualization helps to understand Mycenae's historical context. The city's design played a key role in its regional dominance. Tiryns functioned as the port city for Mycenae during its period of prominence. The city was characterized by its massive cyclopean walls. These walls were constructed using enormous, unworked boulders. The scale of the walls served primarily to enhance Tiryns' defensive capabilities. The architectural design reflects a focus on military strength and protection. The Palace of Nestor, located in Pylos, is an important archaeological site. It is renowned for its well-preserved Linear B archives. These archives offer valuable insights into Mycenaean administration. The Linear B tablets provide direct evidence of the palace's economic and administrative functions. Each kingdom was governed by a wanax, or king. The wanax possessed ultimate political power within the kingdom. The wanax also held supreme religious authority. The wanax was the commander-in-chief with military authority. Officials and governors supported the wanax in administering the kingdom. Mycenaean palaces were constructed as heavily fortified citadels. This design reflects a primary concern for defense and security. The fortified nature contrasts with the more open designs of Minoan palaces. The architectural style highlights the differing priorities and societal structures. The Lion Gate exemplifies Mycenaean architectural prowess. It features cyclopean walls built with enormous unworked boulders. These massive constructions reflect the strength of the Mycenaean civilization. The scale of the wall suggests a culture focused on defense. The architecture symbolizes Mycenaean might and potential paranoia. Linear B is a script adapted from the earlier Minoan Linear A. It was primarily used for maintaining administrative records. The decipherment of Linear B revealed it was used to write an early form of Greek. This discovery provided evidence that the Mycenaeans were indeed Greek-speaking people. Linear B tablets served as administrative records in palace archives. These tablets documented inventories of essential resources. Resources recorded included grain, olive oil, livestock, and weapons. This documentation illustrates a centralized command economy. Mycenaean society was structured as a hierarchy. The Wanaks held the highest position in the social order. A warrior aristocracy formed the next tier in the hierarchy. Priests and artisans occupied a middle stratum. Slaves, constituted a large segment of the population. Slaves primarily worked the land, supporting the Mycenaean economy. The Mycenaean economy was a diverse system based on several key activities. Agriculture formed a fundamental component, providing essential food resources. Herding of animals contributed significantly to the food supply and material resources. Skilled craft production generated valuable goods for both domestic use and trade. Extensive trade networks across the Mediterranean facilitated economic exchange and growth. The Mycenaeans were prominent traders in the Aegean region. They exported pottery, olive oil, and textiles. These goods were exchanged for valuable resources. Imported items included amber, gold, copper, and ivory. This trade activity underscores their mastery in commerce. Troy, located in Hisarlik, was a historically significant and prosperous city. Its wealth and importance stemmed from its strategic control over the Dardanelles Straits. The Dardanelles Straits served as a crucial passage for trade and military movements. This location made Troy a key site of historical conflict and a valuable asset to control. The legendary Trojan War may have originated from a real military conflict. A coalition of Mycenaean states likely initiated the expedition against Troy. Control of trade routes was a primary motivation for the Mycenaean states. Plundering the city of Troy was another significant objective. These historical events likely form the basis for the Trojan War legends. The Mycenaean civilization experienced a period of decline starting around 1250 BCE. This decline was part of a larger late Bronze Age collapse affecting many cultures. The Mycenaean world's decline culminated in a complete collapse by approximately 1100 BCE. The collapse marked the end of Mycenaean dominance in the Aegean region. Various factors are hypothesized to have contributed to this decline. These factors include environmental changes, internal conflicts, and external invasions. The centralized palatial system was inherently fragile. Disruptions at the highest levels of power had cascading effects. These disruptions triggered the unraveling of the economic structure. The social structure was also destabilized by these systemic shocks. Linear B tablets provide evidence of heightened military readiness in Mycenaean kingdoms. This suggests a period of internal warfare among these kingdoms. The conflict likely stemmed from competition for increasingly scarce resources. Dwindling resources may have intensified rivalries and triggered armed conflicts. Prolonged droughts can severely impact agricultural productivity. Reduced agricultural output can lead to widespread famine. Famine conditions often exacerbate existing social inequalities. Food scarcity and economic hardship can trigger social unrest. These factors can destabilize communities and governments. Environmental stressors like drought can thus contribute to broader societal challenges. The Sea Peoples were maritime raiders who emerged in the Late Bronze Age. They likely comprised various Aegean groups, including displaced Mycenaeans. Their activities contributed to widespread chaos and destruction across the Mediterranean. The Sea Peoples' raids significantly impacted established civilizations and trade routes. Around 1200 à 1180 BCE, significant palatial centers faced violent destruction. These centers were sacked and burned, indicating widespread conflict. The destruction led to the disappearance of Linear B writing. Linear B was the script used for administrative and economic records. The loss of linear B signifies a breakdown in record-keeping practices. The palatial economy also collapsed, marking a major societal shift.